Welcome back to Hollywood, everybody. We are back on Hollywood Animal, the stuff that dreams are made of, and things are looking pretty good for us here. We finally completed that factory pathway. Or no, wait, we have not completed it yet. We are super close. We have 4 films left to go, but they are all 4 scheduled for release. It's going to be The Stranger that triggers it. And then we should get both of them at the same time. And then we can just start releasing all sorts of films. And we're going to start, what we've got is I've got 4 more films for 1948 I'm going to put into motion as far as script writing goes. And then we're going to turn it loose and just write a bunch of sequels and see how we can finish out this episode and see what kind of story elements might pop up in the game with sequels and what might cause. We've already seen a few potentially do that. So we are going to go back to our slower pace to keep everybody happy here. We could do 6 days a week and cut 20 days off. Let's do that. 8 hours a day at 6 days a week is not unreasonable. Who do we have left for scripts? Felix. Okay, Felix, we're going to put you on one of our comedies, and it is going to be Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. This one was directed by Charles Barton and it starred Abbott and Costello. Bud Abbott and Lou Costello. Lon Chaney Jr. and Bela Lugosi were in it as well. It's Frankenstein and we'll put a little bit of thriller in there. Frankenstein and Dracula are both involved. It involves an escape. I mean, it's Abbott and Costello, so it's comedy. We're going to put it in a European town. And so they find them. There's like some brainwashing or something that goes on to one of them. And then they escape. And when they do, they think they're out of it and they're on a boat. And then next thing you know, they hear the Invisible Man is there. So it's like, no. We could do Brothers in Arms, but they're not really warriors. So we're just going to make it a... Have we had a Clumsy Oaf in a while? We have not. So we'll just say one of them's that. We'll give them a sidekick. They are going up against a... Dracula, I guess. No, evil monster. We'll make that. Dracula would be in there. We're going to have a sidekick. And that's going to be one of our fresh elements soon. That and love interest. 2 for sure. And then let's put in a... I feel like there was a female character in there. I don't remember. Like seducing them, maybe? Let's do slapstick. We use that one all the time. Let's put a little highbrow humor in there. No, let's go lowbrow. And there's going to be, we'll say there was a thrilling chase that happened. They get out of it. What else fits? Anything else for this one? A curse? Yeah, because he was kind of brainwashed. And then the protagonist is going to return home after all this stuff. Felix, this is yours. So Bernard is still available as well. Okay. Let's get Bernard writing a script too. And Bernard is going to write the Best Picture winner of the year from 1948, and it is Hamlet. Laurence Olivier directed it. He starred in it. Gene Simmons was also in it. It's about Hamlet. So we're just going to put drama and historical will be involved. And we are going to the Middle Ages. Yeah, that's the best bet. Where are we going to put him? Hamlet. A lovable rogue? Sure. I wish we could do one without a protagonist and just have an antagonist. We will have a tyrant because it was like another prince that was trying to kill him. We'll have a sidekick. We'll have a... Oh, what else do we have in there? I don't remember who else was in there. I know there was a duel. He gets poisoned by like the tip of a sword. So we got to have a final showdown between Hamlet and Claudius. I'm sure there's a love thing going on. Shakespeare, right? So winning, or no, not winning, unrequited. This is not going to be a Best Picture winner. Not for Pollux. We could have... Oh, close one dice. King Hamlet. Yeah. See, some of these things, I wish I could put some of these in here, like spirit and stuff, the vengeful spirit stuff. Because I don't really see... anything else that fits that, so we'll do that. And the finale is the protagonist he dies. We'll call it heroically. Claudius, something happens to him too. I think he's killed at the end, but we're going to focus on Hamlet instead. So we got that one done. We will then get to work on our next script as well. We're just going to get them all done, I guess, at the moment. It is Key Largo. This was a John Huston, my namesake, John Huston film. Humphrey Bogart starred in it, Lauren Bacall, Edward G. Robinson. It was a mystery. It was a noir, crime noir one. There we go. That works. And it took place at Key Largo. There was a murder of a deputy that goes on. City or we'll put town. So they're gang members. They're dying off one by one. We're going to put a charismatic criminal as the guy. I don't really know if that's what he was, but we're going to put a criminal gang. 3 of them showed up. He returns to safety at the end. So we're going to say he gets home because there were some killings that happened. A betrayal. Crime of necessity. Where's that at? There we go. We'll say there was also a search for a killer. We got to have a sheriff here. Pretty sure there was a love interest, but I don't remember. We'll say there was. That looks okay. I'm sure there was a chase. May not have been thrilling, but I'm sure there had to have been. And Donald Gallagher can get on this one. This will be a good test on the stars versus the elements. What matters more to creating a high script? And then our last one that I have for 1948, the last of the homages that I'm paying, is Fort Apache, directed by John Ford, another one of the big directors of the 30s and 40s. John Ford, John Wayne, Henry Fonda, Shirley Temple, those were your 3 stars. It was a Western, action adventure, historical, drama. There we go. It's a Wild West. It sounds like it was like a Custer's Last Stand going on. So we're going to have... It's more a soldier. Because they were at Fort Apache. And we're going to make the antagonist be the tribal chief because they're going after a group of Apache. There's going to be we're going to make the general an angry boss. And there's a Brothers in Arms. There'll be another one there. Now there's going to be a shootout on this one. No, big battle scene. Because what happens is they kind of trump up a reason to attack the Apache, and they get killed, but like one of the main characters doesn't say that, it says it shouldn't go on. He does not get killed. The Apache like let them, the ones who did not participate, live. And then later on, when there's questions about the guy who's being celebrated, the American officer who's being celebrated, the guy who survived, he could correct the story, but he doesn't. He just lets it sit. It's kind of it gave me Custer's Last Stand in the story of Custer a little bit. We'll say there's a shootout. A long journey, and then at the end, the protagonist is just going to retire for good and say, nope, not going to do that anymore. Christopher Hill, there we go. Let's get another movie going. One of the ones that either were requested or that is a real movie. Let's see. We bought so many scripts. Double Indemnity. There we go. Let's get that one going. We don't need a soundstage for that one because he works better out anyways. Take us a little longer to get it going. Not too long though. 50 days. Calvin, we are going to send somebody decent. Let's let Anthony Campbell get this one. Actually, is there somebody's romance as well? There we go. Drama and romance. Calvin Stevenson. Our hopeless romantic is going to be Susie Duncan. She's known for that. While our sidekick... Who's her male sidekick gonna be? We have rivals and mentors that are well known, but we don't have any sidekicks. Let's put in David Gutman, with the old friend turned enemy being... No one's gonna be known for this one. Marvin Conti. Get that one going. Man, we got more that are ready to go here. Start production. 6 days at 8 hours a day. We got our big parties going. Okay, Hell Awakens is doing very well. Very well. 8.5 million in profit. We will keep that one going. A little bit less just in case something else needs a few theaters as well. That's a hit. The one we thought was going to get us some Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Not bad. Good job, Wilson. We will go ahead and start this one since we have a spot open. We will put Clayton Simmons on this one. He likes to work on a soundstage. Do we have some 4 stars? We have one of them, City Interiors. That's about all we can do, it looks like, at 4 stars. But it will shave off a little bit of time for us. So we are running out of producers. We got to start getting these done. Okay, adventure, comedy, and drama. Well, I think we go with one that talks about looking... Well, let's give this one to Anthony Campbell. Our hopeless romantic will be Cornelius Porter. With the angry boss. Is anybody known for being an angry boss? I don't believe so. So is there somebody we can elevate here? Roscoe Ford, he'll do a good job with it. His love interest. Jane Fisher. We will not forget about you, Jane. Okay, Let's get ready to have another release here. Let's see what the next big holiday is for In Which We Serve, which is 2 solid 8s. It's all fresh on the elements at the moment. So I think we'll be okay. We could put that one there. We're going to do 30,000. And then we can start getting these films, and we will do a lot of overlaps. 30,000 is about the theaters that we need. So we need men, women, young men. So we're going to go with the young audiences. There you can see it says young masses. Men, it's the middle-aged, older people listen to. This one, the Ross Brothers thing for the advertisements, this never seemed, when they had the analytics, never seemed to really move the needle, and that's, I guess, why it's the lowest priced one. So we're going to go with the intelligent young people. It's a high critical score. Boys and girls, it's not for them. Quoting kitchen arguments, let's go with the newspapers or the sophisticated readers. Now let's go with that one. So hopefully that clears up some of what I choose to do on the advertisement front. Okay, the Bishop's Wife can go into production. 2 solid 8s. We've elevated it. Start her up. Yeah, these are taking a long time to film. But I'm hoping 8 hours, 6 days a week. Producer's office, I guess we could start working on something else. That takes so long to do. We'll do it just in case this save can be carried on to Act 2. I don't know that it will be able to, but we'll find out. The number of services to be limited? I think not. We don't care where they stand. We're going to just stomp that out of them. I'm excited to see what's going to happen here when we get... All right. Here we go. 1001 Nights Under the Bomb. Our Memorial Day release. Fumes is doing well too. Some of these movies, it's like shocking to me how well they're actually doing. Well, that's all we got. B minus. It's going to be big. I know it will be. Don't disappoint. Not good reviews, though. No one's leveling up. Vincent Hodges. That's right. That was the one that the script was rewritten, I believe. So hopefully he made it better. I want to see it do well. Just blow our minds. All right, we are going to vote against... Oh, we have one that doesn't even care. Let's do 1,500, see if that's enough. I don't know if it will be or not. Oh, yeah, there are Marginese votes against it. They won't have enough. Not if they've got 2 that either abstained or vote against it. There's no way they're going to be able to. Good deal. Let's get another... Let's do a banquet this time. Get us some more influence. And the toy ship is ready to go. Again, one of those factory ones. We'll see how it does once it gets out into theaters with all of its 2-star reviews, wowing audiences everywhere. Sylvano Buchanan. There we go, sir. Speed it up that way. All right. Everything's fresh. And Hell's Factory did okay. I don't know if it has any room left. Yeah, it doesn't really have anything left, but we'll go ahead and give it a few theaters for a run here. Albino. Okay. Jesse, what'd you come up with? Hopeless romantic, criminal mastermind, thriller, romance, science fiction. Interesting. All right. Let's get our... Oh, one thing that was pointed out is I did have room at the printing office. There was one that turned green. It was right around in here, I believe. There it is. It's a little crowded there, but it works. So we'll get that going. Okay, let's get Glory ahead of us. Into post. Oh, who leveled up for us? Harry Ray. This one looks like a good one for 23-year-old Genevieve Nichols, along with 19-year-old Jesse Mullins and his unmatched potential. Man, I would love to see these characters move on into Act 2. Our studio would be set. Okay. Edit for this one, Emma Berry and Lewis Murphy, our dynamic duo from the beginning. Okay, let's make sure we're going good here. 2 more films. That's all we need. 21 days away. Let's get Paralyzing Fear going. This was one that was a... What was it? Oh, yeah, the cop in World War II Europe. That was a comedy horror. Gonna see what we can do with this. Probably not much. Hell Awakens. Really well. Can it do a few more theaters? Very few. Let's just see what it does. And let's get another film going. Best Years of Our Lives. Here we go. And we will put this one as that one ends. So we'll be able to do 30,000. And actually, since we're going to open new ones, maybe we'll do 20,000 on that last one. Since I think we will start opening new ones on the last week of all the other releases. So Men and Women, Velvet Gloss, Young Women, Young, and Everybody. There we go. Yep, we'll be fine. Almost have our next one, the toy ship. 1,000. Look at this. Look at that. $3 million in profit. Look, how about that? It's doing just fine. 2/8 for Miracle on 34th Street. We do want to go ahead and get this into production because we want to get it ready for the holidays. We'll have a bunch of them. Let's give this one to our best. Henry Burgess, shoot on location. Go out into New York and shoot it all. Produced by... Oh, we don't have one. Who can we hire? He's misogynistic, xenophobe. Oh, my goodness. Why can't we hire a good one that doesn't have any issues? Arrogance, not the worst. There we go. A leader. "25-year-old leader. Tony Waters. We got a lot of movies to make, sir. We need you. That dropped us down 400. It just like barely moved the needle. But we got him. Directed by comedy, romance, drama. That's Fred Stevens. The Ambitious Woman. Catherine Atkins looks the part. She's played it before. The love interest. They're too old. Coleman Gross, about the same age. The parent figure, who's going to be Santa? Charlie Graham. There he is, Santa. And our rival, the guy who doesn't like him, Gene Stein, he looks like he's already like judging him with the pipe. He looks like the psychiatrist there. News from the Past is getting its release. Gets us one step closer to that factory success. Bone Grinder loved it. That's about it. Wendy Carpenter's film. And there that goes. And The Stranger should be the last one that sees it through. We got 4 films out. Let's see what we can do as far as sequels go now. Let's get to the workshop and let's try to make a sequel. Let's go back to the beginning. No, these are not the beginning. That one's not. The Sicilian Tiger was one of our first great ones. Rotten Fates was like the first one that we were left with, was it not? Now it's got sorted. There we go. Blind Love, that was it. Our first one. Let's do a sequel to it. Oh yeah, Joe Duvall. Oh, we'll call him Joe E. The Rival, Arthur Gray. Man, they're so older now. Archie. No, that's not a rival name. Arthur's pretty good. These will be a nod because I don't think we have any of these guys. The Strict Parent, Della Kester, won't be there either. We'll call her Linda. And the love interest, Bessie Patterson's still around. We'll call her Genevieve. I don't know why they do that on this one. Blind Love is going to be Love Eternal. So they've been together and now they're going to continue to. Let's see, what did we have? We had the Strict Parent, a Rival, a love interest, Clumsy Oaf, Sweethearts Stay Together, Winning the Beloved. It's a romantic comedy. Let's put some highbrow humor into this thing. And we will get some... An antagonist is going to be a patriarchal figure, maybe? No. Add a new supporting character. Like a angry boss. Female angry boss. And we'll get a... Sweethearts Stay Together. We're going to say... Everyone Lives Happily Ever After. We're also going to get a little generational conflict here as they go. So we got a lot of continuity, a little bit of novelty. Who's going to write it? Maurice? No, Wilson. Wilson can get this one. Oh, all right. We'll get to work on another script here in just a moment. After our next movie releases. 1001 Nights Under the Bombs is doing fairly well. Good for them. We will pull it back. It's not a movie that needs more than this. Still proud of it. That's fun. They loved the sci-fi, apparently. And Fumes is done. $7.5 million profit for that is very good. We got more that are ready to go. Let's let The Stranger go first, and then we'll start scheduling these movies. Sidekick is now fresh. Now we can do a luxurious corporate party. Or could we do a corporate blowout? 720. We aren't getting enough of these. But the others don't really do anything that we need. You can get an achievement if you research all of these. I mean, we could at least research them. We don't have to use them. The other one's not going to get done anyway, so let's just at least let's research them and see what happens. We're not going to use them, but at least it may create some new stories that we could have to deal with. The toy ship. What can we do with this one? Hardly anything, because we got our theaters clogged up. But that will start to get a little bit alleviated. We just had so many going on there. And here is the Stranger, and it completes 13 fresh elements in a row, as well as 13 films in the calendar year. We've now completed the Factory, the Behemoth, and the Boutique, which all that is left then is the Trash King policy. Trash movies enjoy a slower decline in advertising effectiveness. You get to create crazy story elements. I did play around with this one at the end of the first time I went through this. It's interesting. Release 6 sequels to a single trash film within a year. How in the world? Let's build our trash pit. Let's build it over here. We don't need it to be that good, so let's just do it 74 days instead. And we'll see how the Stranger does, and then we can start locking in some of our forever policies, which it's been a long time coming. Okay, there we go. Get some good reviews. This is overall pretty solid. Jane Fisher, Our Lady. Hell's Factory, we're going to call it there just because we are tight on theaters. It did really well, all things considered. I don't even remember where Vincent Barry is at. Not as concerned with that, but one thing we do, and I never use the image workshop. Let's preserve a story element. We are going to preserve, we already know, love interest and sidekick. We use parent figure and mentor a lot too. Cannot replace them. We at least want to lock those two in. We can come back on some others here in a moment. What is this one missing? Love interest should already be good. Yep, there it is. It's fresh. Highbrow humor. Highbrow humor. Let's go ahead and lock that in as well. We've used it quite a bit. We will have sophisticated humor going on here. What is Vincent Barry doing? Crossfire. All right. Let's get that one going. Two solid 7s. This is not going to... 73 days on location. It's like, that's not going to take long at all to shoot. Okay, so now we can start lining up these, starting with the Treasures of Sierra Madre. Let's start getting these things going. Beginning of September, kind of Labor Day. Does this work? It still leaves quite a few available. And then 20,000 for week 4 is about right. We haven't done a trick in a while. Maybe we can start doing a trick on each of these. Men, so we'll get the young category and the Pierre Zola appealing to the sophisticated man. Let's do a trick. Let's pay a visit to an orphanage. Hubert won't. Susie will. Susie's always been a team player, helping the kids. Okay, we got that one. Then we will get... I'm not sure. Hell Awakens. It's done. Almost 12 million on that one. It could have done more if we had more room. Let's get the big sleep going. 2 solid 8s. Right there. And 20. That leads us up to Halloween. So we'll have someone will just get to open Halloween. No one really likes this one. Or at least it doesn't appeal to any specific genre. Let's do another trick. Surprise wedding appearance from Julia Holt. The groom will love that. Not so much about the bride, I don't so sure. Add a story about generous profanity to the code? No. We will freely speak how we want. You already know where we're going. We're going to send 2,000 there just to make sure. Oh, Gerstein's already been beaten up. We didn't even have to spend that many. Oh, well, we got a party going anyways. Bam. What could we add? Increase the minimum wage of ordinary employees. Let's do that. We're going to pay our people more. We jacked up the ticket prices during the war. We can at least pay our people more now. Doesn't matter where we stand. We're going to win this one. Oh, wait. We didn't do our party. Okay, news from the past. Ugh. We're going to go ahead and end it there. It's not meant to do anything more than just be that factory one. Hamlet, 2 solid 7s. We can go ahead and start production. Who is our Laurence Olivier here? Cinematographer, we'll give this one to Clyde Mason. He prefers a sound stage. You'll get it for one of them. The medieval town. We can cook up a good medieval town, apparently. Produced by Joe. Directed by... Historical drama. Oh, here we go. Sherman Matthews. Starring... Do we have a lovable rogue? Yes, we do. Ernest Lane. He can still play that. His sidekick is going to be the young Ray Patterson. The tyrant, Claudius, will be Tom Alexander. Get that star power in there. So many movies. Start production on this. We will get another movie going as well. Let's see. Scroll down here and find out what is one we have not done. Black Hole. Is that one? That's one that was sent in by you all, I believe. So let's get this one going. We can make a good spaceship and futuristic city exteriors. Oh, and interiors. But we'll go to Hawaii for a volcano shoot. The cast will love that. Tony can get on this one. Directed by adventure, drama, action, and horror. Action. Vincent Woods. You've got enough of them. Our Last Survivor will be Julia Holt. The Brother-in-Arms. It's going to be Peter Harris. Our Mysterious Guide, Marlene Quinn. And the Ancient Evil will be Manuel Vasquez. Actually, let's see. Mr. Holt, can you find us anything in 52 days? Bernard, let's get you to work on another sequel. Let's go with... Or well, one of you asked to try to do one for Meet Me in St. Louis, so let's do that one. I don't know. Molly. Samuel. Sam. We'll just do Sam. Sidekick will be Betty. The spirited young lady, Jenny. And this one is Meet Me in Las Vegas. They have apparently lost their moral way. So let's see how this one goes. So we're going to take away the highbrow humor and put in some lowbrow humor. Where is our lowbrow humor? Lowbrow. There it is. Switch it up a little bit. We're going to get a love triangle this time. And we're going to throw in some profanity because they're all going to Vegas and just, ah. Oh, yeah, we already did all this. They got to work out some of the way that this flows. We'll give that to Bernard. See how he does. And we've got more that are ready to go into post. The Rusty Horn. What a beautiful one. Throw a party. Everybody in that movie is miserable. It's a good one for Harold Graham to do, along with Jesse Mullins. We're back to doing amazing on all of them because we don't need to get them out super quick. 1,000 Nights Under the Bomb, $5.5 million. Not bad at all for that film. Okay, what's our Halloween one going to be? Okay, they are probably going to vote against this. It's going to bankrupt them, is my guess. Oh, Hephaestus likes the idea and Supreme doesn't care. Marjanice does as well. Interesting. Gerstein doesn't have the heart. Neither does Evergreen. So the poorest ones voted for this. Interesting. We're going to put Notorious out there on Halloween. That's going to be our Halloween release. 30,000 again. This is going to be our pattern. Now, the one thing I need to be careful of is that last one, though. We're going to drop down to 10,000. And the only reason why is because that last one is Thanksgiving. And we need to get something else out there for Thanksgiving. All right, women and young women are the target audiences. We will do another trick. Hospice visit. Catherine will go see somebody. We're going to go back to these and see if we get to see an increase. What's going to be Thanksgiving? Let's do It's a Wonderful Life. Why is it got the Civil War stuff going on? I don't understand. Nothing says It's a Wonderful Life right there. Thanksgiving. And we got to be careful for Christmas coming up. Put another one here. Maybe Christmas in Connecticut and then release White Christmas on Christmas. Might have to do that. Women and men. There we go. George Bailey's going to go do aid for the homeless. Let's get to work throwing that party. Lavish party. Yeah, we'll do one of those. Make sure everybody's happy before we dive into the rest. In which we serve. The toy ship is done at $3.5 million. Again, one of our factory films. While The Stranger crushed it, $10 million. Wow. But we can start pulling way back on those. I shouldn't have even advertised in that fourth week there with only 2,000 theaters. In which we serve. Here we go. 4 stars, 4 stars, 1 star. 4 stars. Yes, sir. Russell Rice. Leveled up. Parent figure has gone stale. That's one we could do. We do use that quite a bit. We've used Heartless Bureaucrat a lot. Let's do that. Lock it in. Because we had one in It's a Wonderful Life, so that helps preserve that. All right, Joe Day. Oh, 5 years. He got lucky. Secret Life of Walter Mitty is ready to go. Start production. And then let's get to work on another script. Maurice Fox can do something for us. Sequel to... Let's see. There were some more that were suggested. If I can find them. Where is it? And we have made a lot of films, and a lot of good ones at that. Helps when you follow real films, I guess. I think we're almost there. Love Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Actually about to show my kids that one. We talked that one up to them. Think we're going to get them to watch it. But we have so many. There's Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, another Frank Capra. We did a lot of Frank Capra. Mortal Soul, King Kong. Oh my goodness. Maybe I passed it. I don't want to go back all the way through them, so we'll just find. Let's just go by rating instead. Let's do a sequel to Heat. Charismatic Criminal. I don't know. John Nee. Criminal Gang. Oh my goodness. Do we have to? The Crew. Danny with an I. The Worried Wife. Melissa. And this is going to be Heat 2. Why don't we just keep everything the same? No, we can't do One Last Job. We will have a shootout, though. Where's the shootout? There's the shootout. Instead of a mob war, we're going to have an ambush. Or no, a betrayal. There we go. Instead of the crime of necessity will be the ambush. Instead of the antagonist getting punished, the protagonist in this one is going to die heroically. Mixing it up. We already did that. Select the screenwriter. Can we not do Maurice? Oh, did I mess it up? Nope, there it goes. Miracle on 34th Street is ready to go. 2 solid 9s. That's what I like to see. Let's keep that one on the slower pace, and let's get ourselves a promising young cinematographer. Sure, might as well. We don't want somebody else getting him. We'll have some retirees pretty soon as well. Fort Apache. Okay. Not too bad. We'll go ahead and get this one going. Hugh, this can be your first one. Okay. So we can do Wild West interiors with the best of them, apparently. Produced by Joe and directed by... Let's give this to Stephen Fleming. Actually, this is not that great of a highly rated film. So we'll go with Coleman Cohen. Let him level up a little bit. Our soldier... Well, I mean... No, the angry boss, the guy who's the... That's going to be our guy who's known for being a war criminal, Hubert Rakowski. The soldier will be Russell Spencer. His brother-in-arms, is Elbert available? He is. And our tribal chief is going to be Coleman Casey. I don't think Coleman Casey's passing for Apache well. Let's get the reanimator going. We'll send our best out on this one. Town interiors again. A diner and a store. We can do all those well on stage. This has so many parts to it. And the producer, directed by thriller, horror, and drama. We don't have anybody who really does those. So we'll just give it to 6-time winner Leon Reese. Our detective will be Roger Jenkins. He's known for it. Key witness is going to be Marjorie Sparks. Our mysterious guide, Oliver Blake. Kevin Ball will be the mad scientist. In Which We Serve is doing quite well for us. And so is The Stranger, still going okay. So we got more ready to go. We're going to get our Christmas lineup ready to happen as well. We've got Paralyzing Fear needs to go into post. We are kicking along on our movies. Working on sequels now. And so we are down to just about 16 months left in this Act 1. So I want to thank you all for joining me so far on this one. And be sure to come back on these last few episodes, see how we can wrap this thing up. What can we get to? What movies can we make? Can we set any more records? I mean, it's going to be tough to take For Whom the Bell Tolls down, but we'll see what happens. And A Star is Born is still at least tied for our #1 most celebrated film. So we'll see what happens. Be sure to come back on the next one. And until then, take care. I appreciate all of you joining me for this ride. And as always, have yourselves an amazing day.